The Kentucky Wildcats fall to the Louisville Cardinals in the KFCM Center. Depressing first loss of the season for the Kentucky Wildcats. We're going to talk about what happened. We're going to talk about what led to this loss for Mark Pope's team on today's episode of the Wildcats Today Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak, publisher at Kentucky Wildcats on SI. Joined as always by Carson Nash. And Carson, obviously that basketball game did not go the way we would have wanted it to go, but we had a ton of fun at the Brawl.
Yeah, it was an awesome time. And like we said last night, we really, really appreciate everyone showing out. It was a pretty packed house in there. It was a lot of fun, a lot of energy. The game didn't go the way we wanted it to, but we truly do appreciate everyone for showing out.
Yeah, we definitely do. It meant a lot to us, everybody coming out to support. So thank you to everybody that made it out to the Brawl. We did hit 3,000 subscribers yesterday. So keep hitting that button. Now we're shooting for 4. So keep hitting that button. We appreciate y'all so very much. And then for the Brawl, we'll be back on Tuesday for the Michigan State game. So, hey, if you couldn't make it on for the Louisville game, come on out to the Michigan State game because we'll be there once again. So would really appreciate it. We love it. It's a ton of fun. It's a great time. So come on out for that one if you can on Tuesday against Michigan State. But I mean, Carson, getting right into this, I think what's really funny, if you didn't watch this basketball game and you just looked at the stat sheet, you would be really confused. You know what I mean? You'd be like, wow, Louisville only made one more three? And we had more second chance points than they did? You know what I mean? We made one more field goal than they did? You know what I mean? You'd be looking at this and going, well, how is that possible? You know what I mean? That's what you would be saying to yourself if you were just a random person to pull up this box score, right? But the reality is, in the first half, Louisville outplayed Kentucky big time. I thought the Cats did a good job of narrowing it kind of close to half. That bucket at the very end by Mikel Brown Jr., I don't know why, but that one that got it back to 7 kind of was like, that was a frustrating basket. Beside the point. And then second half opens up, and the Cardinals just widen that gap again. Got it up to 20 at one point, and the Cats fought back again. I mean, literally, we're back in the game. Not even like it was they were down 8, like trying to fight. They were in the basketball game.
Down 4, 88 to 84.
Yeah, but just fell short in this one. When after making that comeback, and then Louisville, widened it back up late with the late game stuff. So, Carson, I mean, what are your quick takeaway thoughts from this ball game?
Yeah, like we had said in the pregame show, I wanted to get out to a fast start. That clearly did not happen. So there's one. I wanted to win the turnover battle. We lost that by a lot. So that's number 2. And then I said we need to limit Mikel Brown Jr. And guess what? He had 20 in the first half. So we didn't really complete any of those goals that I had in mind.
Well, I mean, it's funny. I called Dad on the way home last night. We dropped to 5 in KenPom, by the way. Our offense is now 8 and our defense is 9 in KenPom. So there you go. But, I called Dad on the way home, and I was just talking about, like, it's a frustrating game when it feels like in that pregame show, Carson and I kind of laid out, hey, Kentucky needs to do this to win this basketball game. And they did the opposite, and it's why we lost. I mean, you got to limit Mikel Brown Jr., make him inefficient. Play great defense out deep, and don't let them, have a good night from 3. Offensive rebounds, turnover battle. Like, those were the 4 things that we really highlighted, and Kentucky lost every single one of those. And it's so funny. Like I said, we only made one less 3-pointer than Louisville did, but we started hitting them when we were down 20. So, like, we narrowed the gap there a little bit, and obviously only ended up – but our threes were like – I don't know if I'd say garbage time, but I would say in a – serious comeback effort.
Yes, I completely agree.
So, but I mean, the reality is the person that has to be discussed, Carson, is Otega Oweh. that was his worst game in a Kentucky uniform. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would probably say so. And right now, I think he may have an identity crisis because he doesn't look like he's playing like Otega last year. He's not playing as physical. He's kind of settling for more jump shots. I want to see him get back to that old Otega with that chip on his shoulder and go straight at the rim and bully people. So I think he has that coming up. He had a bad game, but this is going to mean a lot to him, and he's going to get back at work. He's going to get back at it.
Well, I'm starting to wonder. I was a little. I mean, obviously, and we talked about it last night at the live. I was a little concerned about what was going on with Otega after the first couple games. There was games where he'd look okay, and then there was a game where he didn't look great. It was kind of, and you're kind of going, okay, what's going on with our superstar player here? I am wondering, and they talked about it on the broadcast last night, if Otega Oweh has gotten so concerned about NBA draft stock and his shooting, because we all know that, and I'm not saying he doesn't want to win here. I think that he is trying to play this year to boost his draft stock, as every player is. So that's their goal, is to get to the next level and try to win a championship at their school.
Yeah.
But he's clearly shooting the ball a lot, from three. And that's what he's going to – I mean, if he's going to be an NBA player, he's got to make threes, obviously. But it's just not – I mean, he was like 1 of 6 last night from three. Let me confirm that. But –
yeah, he's 1 of 6. He's 4 of 13 from the field, 30% total shooting. That's pretty bad.
The minus 16.
Yeah, with 5 turnovers.
So
that's probably the worst stat of them all.
Yeah. So, but what I'm getting at is he getting too focused on making jump shots and threes that he's getting away from playing Otega Oweh basketball, Carson? Do you think that's potentially what's happening?
I think so. Yeah, what I watched last night was not the same Otega we saw last year. He was settling for too many jump shots. He's too perimeter oriented right now. I think he needs to get his feet in the paint, and I think that'll only help our offense.
Yeah, I mean, do a pump fake three, and now the way he shoots the ball, it's probably a little hard to pump fake, but pump fake a shot, shot fake and take that into the hole. That was take that into the hole. You know what I mean? And I mean, here's the deal: if Otega Oweh doesn't start playing better basketball, it's going to hurt this team. I mean, he was. I'll say it. He was unplayable last night.
Well, Andrew, we discussed this too. Superstars come up big in big games like this, and our superstar did not. And theirs did, and they won the game. And that's kind of the tail of the tape right here. If Otega has a better game, I feel like we're celebrating a victory. Instead, they're freshmen, they're superstar freshman who was really dang good last night. By the way, he's really dang good. He won the game for him, so you can't hate on that. That was an awesome game from him.
And I mean, it was also frustrating that we knew that Conwell was the guy that can, put it on the ground. And he had a big game. And
Conwell and Brown Jr. are the guys that you cannot let beat you. And that's who we exactly let beat us last night.
I mean, it is, once again, looking at this stat sheet, okay, what they combined for, I'm not going to even try and attempt this in my head. Okay. They combined for 53 points. Okay. So these are the rest of the points for players not named Mikel Brown Jr. and Ryan Conwell. Frew had 10, McNeely had 9, Hadley had 9, Khalifa had 4, Rogers had 2. That is the rest of their scoring. I mean, it was truly, if you'd have held those two guys, Conwell and Mikel Brown Jr., to an inefficient night, and they both scored 17 and 13, you win this game, obviously. They were incredible. They're great players. They're probably both have a real shot at being All-Americans, and they played like it tonight.
Yeah.
So that's the reality, and it's a little. I guess what frustrates me, Carson, and I said this, but is that, and Mark Pope knew what his team needed to do to win tonight, right? Or last night, and they didn't execute. It frustrates me. It's almost like I would almost feel better if we randomly there was some other aspect to the game that we just got beat that we weren't anticipating. Like, you know what I mean? But exactly what we needed to do to win, we didn't do. And that frustrates me. Because it's just like the gameplay. And I mean, and there's something else Dad said last night. I mean, he was like, well, the point now. So yeah, Louisville is going to do everything they're going to need to do to win the way they play. And I mean, it's true, but still my point stands. They're going to screen you. You got to get through your screen and get up to your guy and get a hand in his face. You got to know.
We were late on that a lot last night. The recovery was not as good most of the time on those screens.
Yeah, and I was a little frustrated. The missed front end of the 1-and-1 from Lowe and that transition 3 were 2 big plays when we were.
Yeah, the 88 to 84 situation right there is when the game was over. Like if we would have scored right there and would have cut it to 2, I think we win that game because it puts all the pressure in the world.
Well, it was a 5-point swing. It was because Mikel Brown Jr. went down and immediately got an and-1 layup.
Yeah, I know.
Free throw, and also that kid. I mean, can you miss a free throw once, dude?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's crazy. His free throw kind of looked weird at the end. It kind of like looked like he was like guiding it in. Did you see him? Like he would like lean over the line.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah, he was 10 for 11 at the free throw line. But yeah, I think that, and I'm not, obviously you're not going to put this basketball game. I'm not saying, it's Joe and Lowe's fault, but I'm just telling you, I think if he makes both those free throws, I think we win that game. I think all the momentum will come into our side. And it was
the transition 3-pointer.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I just that 1-on-1. I mean, we were right there. Think about it. You make both of those. A guy that shot 90% from the free throw line last year. You make both of those. You're one stop away. One stop and one bucket away.
Yeah, and at that point, Louisville's scared to death.
They're pressing. Yeah, so, I mean, they're pressing. So I mean, that was the swing. It was missed. The front end missed of a 1-on-1. So we'll account that for 2 points. Yeah, and then an and 1 layup on the other end. It went from.
It ended the game.
Yeah, it went from 80. So it ended up being 84-91 instead of 86-88 in a swing in the matter of 10 seconds.
Yeah, it
was a 5-point swing in essence. So, no, once again, not putting the game on Lowe at all, but that hurt us. You can't put the basketball game on him. It's not. I mean, we could have not gotten ourselves into a 20-point hole.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a lot better at free throws before March. Yes.
Which we were 75% last night, but you know what? It feels like it was 20% because you missed the clutch ones.
Yeah, and you didn't have the extra opportunities because you missed 2 1-and-1s.
Mm-hmm. I got a question for you, Carson. Why did we not see more Andrei Yelovich?
Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing because I thought he was playing pretty dang good when he was in the game.
He played 10 minutes and he was 3 of 3 from the field.
Yeah, and I thought he guarded pretty well. I remember a possession specifically where he guarded Mikel Brown Jr. at the top of the key and just locked him down for a possession. And I was like, that's pretty impressive from 6'11", Croatian sensation. That's pretty good. But I thought I thought Cam Williams deserves more time after last night. I mean, me and you talked about him in the pre-show. We thought he was going to get some more love last night. He only got 12 minutes, but when he came in, he started to go out. Yeah.
And he was put in for garbage time. And then he ended up helping mount that comeback with the big 3. That putback dunk was awesome.
He had 5 points and 4 rebounds in 12 minutes.
Yeah. And that putback dunk was awesome. That was a thing of art. That got me very excited. That one got me up on my feet. That one got me yelling at the Burrow. I was that's my guy. That's my guy. I was
You're my boy, Blue.
I was rowdy for that putback dunk. And I let out a big bang when he made like the half court 3. It was bang. But okay, so I mean, I want to talk a little bit big picture here. So, I mean, any other thoughts on this basketball game? I mean, I think that sums it up. We didn't execute what we needed to execute to win this basketball game. Louisville did. They're a good basketball team. Seriously, giving them all their flowers. But also, as much as I hate to say this, it was a good atmosphere last night. I respect that out of the Louisville fans. It was a good atmosphere last night. I questioned that. I didn't think it was going to be that way. Respect to them. It was a good atmosphere, good basketball team. And they kicked our butt last night. So that's the case. Poor luck the rest of the way, obviously, but good win last night for the Cards. I just want to be humble in a loss. But any other thoughts from this game, Carson? Before we have a couple minute big picture conversation.
That's all I got. I thought we had opportunities to win down the stretch. I love the fight at the end. I mean, that's all you can really ask for when you get down by that much. So I think there's stuff you can build off on this loss. So I still look for us to be a good team going forward.
Yeah, I agree. The big picture conversation. I mean, kind of what you just alluded to a little bit there, but I mean, for me. I think the difference in these two basketball teams from last night is I think our trajectory has the chance to go there. I'm not saying Louisville's peaked, but I just think that we have a lot more, we're still missing, and I'm not making this as an excuse, but we are missing a top 5 pick in the NBA draft, the best defender in college basketball. He's going to make a big difference when he's out there. So we're missing him, and I just think that we're going to continue to play better and better and better. And I mean, you gotta think Otega Oweh is gonna tighten up and play like himself. And Colin Chandler's shooting the lights out of the ball. That's massive for us.
Yeah,
if Cam Williams can get going, it's massive for us. I just think that we're not playing our best basketball right now. And I mean, like, I'd love to get the last laugh and beat this team in the Elite Eight or something. I mean, we could, because I just think our trajectory is. I agree. I mean, theirs is still going up too, but I think theirs is kind of going up like that, and I think ours has a chance to go up like that. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm not saying they peaked, but I'm saying I think we have a lot more room to improve. And a lot of stuff to get better on, and I just don't think we're executing at the level that we're going to in 2 months.
I agree.
So, I mean, yes, I have concerns. I have concerns for the rest of the season. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't, but we're gonna take a chill pill. And we're going to see what happens. I mean, the good news is, once again, we've got a solid basketball game coming up against Michigan State on Tuesday. And that is, of course, a Michigan State team that's just coming off a victory over the Arkansas Razorbacks. So we're going to have another chance. You play Eastern Illinois. They're pretty terrible. Hopefully we can use that as an opportunity to kind of.
What is it? Is that's part of the BBN Invitational? I think maybe.
Yeah, I mean, but I'll tell you this, and I think it was Jack Pilgrim that tweeted this, but I mean, Louisville, it fell at a time of a trap game, because we were playing for the championship of the BBN Invitational against Eastern Illinois.
Yeah.
So I mean, we ran through Valpo and Nichols, and we were one stop away from hanging that banner. So. I mean, I think that we looked past Louisville a little bit and that game. So I don't think we'll ever do that again. Sure. But I think Eastern Illinois and KenPom is like, I think they're one of the last 30 teams in KenPom. I'm gonna check this out. Eastern Illinois. Oh man, they're climbing the ladder, baby. They're 311. They were much lower than that at one point. Their offense is 352nd of 365 teams. So don't expect them to score a lot of points. They'll probably go for 95 now. Yeah. So point is, we're going to get another shot at a big game on Tuesday. I mean, we played like crap last night. We fought our behinds off. I'm proud as hell of this team the way they fought. I am. I mean, I'm proud of this team. But I mean, I think obviously beat the crap out of Eastern Illinois, get our hardware for the BBN Invitational, and then you go beat Michigan State, beat Loyola Maryland, beat Tennessee Tech. I just think that, and then you got back-to-backs with North Carolina and Gonzaga. I mean, you win these basketball games. This loss to Louisville is going to. I mean, this loss to Louisville hurts because it's Louisville. More in the grand scheme. I mean, we were playing the top, the number 12 team on the road. It's a tough game. It hurts more because it's Louisville. I don't think it defines us as a basketball team. It just hurts a little bit. So
definitely.
I mean, you go 3-0 against Carolina, Gonzaga, and Michigan State, I don't
And
think
you're
anyone's
fine.
going to give a flying
Yeah.
crap about.
Yeah.
Well, we will because we lost to
Yeah.
Louisville. It sucks, but I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, we're not going to feel bad about it. So, and then Indiana's looking good. St. John's will be a tough one. There's, I would like to get out of non-conference play with two or less. So
Yeah,
we only got one more.
Yeah.
And that's between, like I said, North Carolina, Gonzaga, Indiana, St. John's, and Michigan State. I mean, I think if we did lose 3 games, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'd be a little concerned if we do end up losing 3 because, like, these are teams, Michigan State, Carolina, and Gonzaga, that, like, these are, Sweet 16 type of matchup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think that they're, like, Elite 8, Final 4 type of matchup. So you got to win these games.
Yeah.
So that is that's my thoughts there. Anything else, Carson, before we call it a day?
That's all I got.
Yep. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'd appreciate that. And yeah, once again, on Tuesday we'll be against Michigan State. We'll be back at the Burrow. What time does that thing tip?
It's a good question.
Oh man, we might have to figure that thing tips at 6:30.
Oh, so we might be doing a 5:30.
Yeah, we might need to figure that out.
We'll figure that out.
Have to shorten things up, and even if it means we
can do 45 instead of an hour.
Yeah,
that's not
exactly. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But 6:30 tips. So we'll be at the Burrow. If anybody's able to skip out of work early, head on over. That'd be great. But hope to see y'all there. Appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on Friday to pregame the Eastern Illinois game right here on the Wildcats Today podcast.